Having a good dispatcher is so important for our communities, and one local 911 dispatch department was just recognized on an international level.
Yeah, this is awesome. This morning we are joined by Michael Clements, the Assistant Chief of the Cy-Fair Fire Department, and Michael Bergholtz, the Dispatch District Chief, and they're going to share a lot of why you guys are the best of the best. And first of all, congratulations. Thank you for being here with us. Okay, so this is a big recognition, right, Michael? Tell us about how are you guys known for this accreditation?
So one of the important parts of the accreditation is we can tell you we do a good job, and that's part of it. But this is a third-party agency coming in and evaluating everything at a very basic level between the call types, the callers answering the phones. Are they saying the right questions? Are we getting the right information? Are we sending the units out correctly? So this is a third-party independent kind of audit saying, yes, not only are they doing great, but they're doing best practices for the nation, and they're the best of the best.
I mean, that's got to make you guys feel pretty good to be essentially a model operation for the entire world to sort of follow.
Yes, absolutely. It's a huge honor for us, and we're so proud of our team.
Yeah.
So, Michael, you are the one answering the phones, or you did for a long time, for about 10 years. Talk about that role. It's got to be stressful. You got to be calm.
Yes, it can be very stressful. You have to be a certain type of person. You have to be calm. You have to be empathetic. You don't want to make that person's emergency your emergency.
Okay.
So if you're amped up and you're having anxiety, you're just going to create more chaos for that person. So we train hard to make sure that we're staying level-headed every time and providing that same service for every caller.
So does it take a certain kind of person to be successful at that job?
Absolutely.
And what are those qualities?
Multitasking, level-headed, empathy. Those are the big ones. You want to be empathetic to the person. Like I said earlier, you don't want to make it your emergency, but the multitasking and being able to quickly get information out, get units responding, and help that person.
That's got to be stressful, to say the least.
Much.
And you're ready for really any kind of stress that can happen in a phone call.
Yes, there's no typical day for us. You can have a very busy Monday and a slow weekend. You don't know what you're getting until you pick up the phone. You have no idea what's coming through on the other end.
Yeah. Michael, what do you say about this team that you work with each and every day that makes them so good?
I was pretty new to working in dispatch the last probably 3 or 4 years, been working with the center. And to go in there and watch it, just to kind of frame up some of what Michael was saying, is you can be in there and nothing's going on, and then a car accident on 290 happens, and you might get 15 calls. Every one of those calls has to be answered and listened to, all right, and prioritized, because it could be a house fire. It could be a chest pain for an elderly person. It could be a construction worker hurt. So you can't just say, oh, all these 15 calls are for the car accident. And then there's a lot of intercommunication that people don't see. One dispatcher saying to the other dispatcher, hey, is this the same call? Yes, this is the same call. And somebody supervising all that work. It's just fantastic. They do a great job, and it's a stressful job, but the calls get answered, and that's what we're after, is providing great service. And really, for us, we feel it's really the beginning of what makes a safe community.
Yeah, that's huge, right? Because if you guys are strong in families and people's really toughest moments in their lives, they know that they can count on you, and that'll help build the community. So that's amazing. All right, so talk about this role, about being, a dispatcher in these emergency moments, because we did talk about the key attributes, but how do you stay calm? For someone who's watching and they're like, I want to do this, I want to be a dispatcher, are there tips that you give them, or say, hey, this is going to take a lot of training, this is going to take a while to get to a place? Or, do you follow stuff in your brain as you go on?
We put everybody through about a 4 to 5 month pretty rigorous training program, call taking, radio operations, tactical operations, to ensure that they're ready to go on their own for any emergency. The biggest thing with us is, we tell them, hey, take a deep breath. Sounds weird. Smile when you answer the phone. It relieves that anxiety, and then you're ready to kind of hit that challenge head on. And that way they're able to provide that service every single call, no matter if it's the cat in the tree or the house on fire.
I feel like a couple times a year we get those where it's, a kindergartner trying to order pizza or something. How do you handle those sort of lighter moments in a place that is so often so serious?
So we are trained with child callers, to kind of dumb ourselves down to their level, for lack of better words, and just approach them as a human. We're just having a conversation, call them by their name, create a relationship with that person over the phone, especially a child or even an elderly person, and it alleviates that calm, and they can you get them to kind of do what you need them to do.
Yeah. Michael, what would you tell someone about working at the Cy-Fair Fire Department?
I think that we really we invest our people. The training matters to us. I generally regularly say to anybody taking a new hire test, my goal is to hire you and retire you. I don't want you looking for another job. If this is where you want a career that's stable, that has good compensation, good benefits, and is a great team, this is the place to be. And the dispatch team is it's a job that's really foundationally different than a lot of other jobs in the department. So if they're into never a dull moment.
Yeah.
And it sounds very rewarding, and obviously it's very important to the communities. Michaels, thank you both.
Thank you.
Mr. Burkholz and Mr. Clemens, thanks for being here today.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.